Hey, it's Chris. Let's talk about what's going on today. The first thing I want to mention is I've got my new lighting here. We've got a large key light. I'm going to take my glasses off. We have a large key light up and over my head. I want to see if that produces a large amount of vision through my eye sockets. If you see that ring light, I don't want to see that ring light in my eyes. So that's very important. We have the audio being recorded on the Audacity to my left. We have the video only being recorded in front of me. We've got the baffling up. We have a small amount of reflectivity happening over here. And we've got my hair. Let's make sure that the hair is very, very good, because that's where it is. We got the microphone above me. Everything seems to be working pretty well. We got a nice big boosted ring light on the left side with the wax paper over it. And this is the voice as it is above my typical speaking level. Let's say I was, for example, a newscaster in the city of Chicago. This is where my voice would be, because I'm projecting out into the world as if there's something important I have to say. And that is absolutely the truth. There's a lot that's going on here. And hold on. My hair light isn't on. There we go. Now my hair light is on. So my hair is distinguished from the background, and we can actually continue to work together here. I would really hate if you don't like me because you don't like my hair. And that would be really tragic, because I like my hair and I like you. So let's talk about your dating circumstances. Okay. Mr. John Smith, John Joseph, tell me about your current dating circumstances. So you're 33. You've been in how many long-term relationships, which I describe as 1 year or more? You've been in one. Okay, when was that? It was over 10 years ago. Okay, I see. Your career's been pretty aggressive. I see, doing pretty good. That's good. Now let's look at the fundamentals of your future. You like women who are quiet, soft-spoken, but you're not religious, and you're attempting to secure this kind of union when you don't have any experience in the creation of the union before. I have to say you're in a lot of trouble here, because let's look at the game plan. You've been doing this since you were 20 years old, or 19. And you've been continuing to cook until 33, and it's not happened for you yet. Let's look at the actions that you took from 19 to 33. What did you do? Because this was the time that you should be trying to consolidate into a partner, and it didn't happen for you. So let's look at your girlfriends. Okay, we've got Sarah at 22. Okay, she was a rock and roller girl. Why did you like her? Okay, she liked to make music that you liked. All right, reasonable. Why did it end? Because she got together with the drummer and you weren't in the band. There's nothing wrong with dating Sarah in the band. But there is something wrong if you expected that relationship to go from casual to serious, because that is a form fit on expectations that did not turn out to be so. Something was wrong there. Now let's look at your more serious relationship that you had when you were 29. Okay, you were with Sasha. Okay, Sasha was a veterinarian. You two were very close. You were looking pretty good. And then what happened at that year point? What happened? Okay, your job was changing a little bit. Her job was changing a little bit. And I don't see a winning combination here. You didn't create those conversations that told her that, hey, we need to continue to work on this. What occurred instead was a little bit of an apathy, a little bit of a degeneration of the mainstays of the relationship and what it was gonna take. And then she walked away. And now you've been single for 4 years. This is very interesting. You've been single for 4 years. You've been single for 4 years, but you want to ask yourself why. What happened January of 2021, February of 2021, March of 2021, April of 2021? You weren't, the number of girls you were asking out, 0, 0, 0, 0. Unfortunately, we don't write down our performance in all of these years and then we forget it. Like, what was happening back there? But the reason is because there was something in the way that had us blocked from authentically sharing ourselves and who we were ready for. And it's really, I'm not a spiritual guy. I'm an objectivist. I'm an Ayn Rand objectivist. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in all that stuff. I believe in practical strategies for getting us to... I believe in practical strategies and getting us exactly where we want to go. And that's what we have to do with you. We just have to get you right back on the path with 1 date a week. I would prefer 2 dates a week. Every week for the next 2 years. Just set this up. This is the most important thing in your entire life. Finding your spouse. If you do not find your spouse in the next 2 years, you're going to be ding, 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 40 and single. And then you're going to enter the world of dating in your 40s. Nobody wants that. Nobody likes dating in their 40s. It's harder. It's more challenging. Everyone's older. They have more baggage. We don't want you to be there. So get it done now. You don't have to rush. You don't have to rush and go and no. That's not what I'm asking you to do here. You have to establish your criteria, make sure that your personal psychology is in a good place, and then one by one, week, move, meet one girl, have a great time, pursue some intimacy if that's what she wants and that's what you want, and even out. And my recommendation to you is for the first 3 months, you're going to be weird because you're a weird guy. You have a lot of distortion lined up. You have a lot of idiosyncrasies that need to be hammered out, because what I don't care about the 4th date that doesn't go well. I care about the absolute 1 date that is going to be your spouse, that spouse looks at you and says, I'm not really sure about this guy. I better continue walking on. Because let me tell you, my friend, life is not a Disney movie. Life is not a Disney movie. Your spouse, your future spouse is not going to look at you and be like, oh my God, I've met him. I found him. No. Everyone's life is full of confusion and turmoil. That doesn't exist anymore. You have to be the absolute best version of you for when your spouse arrives so that she can hook onto who you are and your character and your values and everything else. That is the game. You must be that best version of you on date number 58 when your spouse arrives into your space, and you got to be like, wow, I'm here. I am exactly who I am and I'm ready for you. This is the game. So don't worry about date 3, 4, 5, 6. Something wonderful, something beautiful could happen on those early dates, I promise you. But that's not the goal. The goal is to prepare yourself for the long term of 2 years of search. I would really say 2 years, 2 months of search to get the heebie-jeebies out in the first two months. On-ramp, 2 years of search, find her, get out of the market. That's what we're dealing with here. There's nothing else to work with, because we don't have any more time. We don't have any more time to think about this. or to play around or to find ourselves. No, that's over. That's over. It's done. You don't have any more time left. You have to set yourself up and go. One a week, one a week, one a week. Otherwise, you're going to become a burned man. What do I think about burned man? What is a burned man? A burned man is someone who has fallen out of the game forever. They have either resigned to their fate, they've either been burned so much, they don't think it's possible, they think the game is rigged. All of those people, you're a burned man at 45. The game is just different. And I don't want you to get there because being a burned man sucks. Your future is in dire jeopardy. We want to get this handled now. So let's fix your idiosyncrasies. Let's fix your style issues. Let's fix your personal presentation issues. Let's fix your communication and dating issues and get you cleared up so that women can be like, wow, I like this guy. I like who he is. I like his character. I like his family and his backstory. I like his lifestyle. I like what he has going on for him. That's what's possible for you. But unless you take the reins and create that difference, create that uniqueness, it's not going to happen for you and you're going to get burned. And I don't want that for you. So thank you for your attention.